Welcome all. Today we are going to start our fifth lesson, that is substances in the surrounding, their states and the properties. So what actually substances are called and which substances are present in our surrounding? Their states. States means not Maharashtra, Karnataka and all. States means either solid, liquid or gaseous, and their properties. Okay, so we are going to study in this lesson. Name the solid, liquid and gaseous states of water. What is the solid state of water? Yes, it is ice cube. Liquid state of water is water itself, and gaseous state of water is water vapor. Now, changes of the state of a substance. If you take a wax means what? In Marathi we call it as main. If we take in a bowl and if we heat it, after sometimes if you observe that the wax have totally melted up. Okay, so wax is changing its state from solid to the state called liquid. Okay, after you cool it for some time, if you stop the burning, keep the wax aside. After some time, if you see that wax which was heated and which got converted into liquid will now be turning and it is going to form in the solid state again. Okay, so the changes of the state of a substance we are going to see. When a substance changes from one state to another state, the process is called as change of state of the substance. What is that change? Yes, there is a change in the state of the substance. From liquid, it is getting converted into solid, or from solid, it is getting converted to liquid, and from liquid, it is getting converted to gas. If like these cases occur, that time we are supposed to say that there is a change of state of the substance. Okay, now just see over here. They have given you the naphthalene balls, the camphor tablets, the spirit lamp, and also the wax, or sorry, also ghee present aside. Now read the list of the substance: spirit, camphor, petrol, ghee, coconut oil, naphthalene balls. Naphthalene balls means dambar oil which we keep in the clothes. Then is the ammonium chloride, that is also called as navsagar. Okay. Now we are knowing that the ghee or the particularly the oil freezes during the winter state. Yes, the surrounding temperature is cool. That's why these liquid state materials are getting converted into solid state. And this naphthalene ball and camphor ball, if you keep them open for long period of time, they will disappear. They are going to get converted from solid to directly gases. And if you keep the spirit lamp open, or if you keep the kerosene open, petrol open, then or you can, if you keep your perfume open, whatever the smell or whatever the gas is included in it, it will get totally disappear. Why this happens? Yes, so what we have learned from this, the state of the substance changes if it is heated or it is cool. If you are heating it or if you are cooling it, the state of the substance changes. Every substance in our surrounding is found either in solid, liquid or in gas. There is no fourth state. It can either be found in solid or in liquid or in gaseous state. In the past, in 19th century, the scientist J. Billiard Gibbs showed that the characteristic properties of the substance depend upon its physical state and the arrangement of particles in it. Why there is change in the state of a substance? It is just because of the arrangement of the particles in it and the physical state of it. Okay. Now we will see the next part. They have given you certain examples and they have told about the volumes of it. Now solid, if you take an example that is a piece of iron, the shape of it, it is having its own shape. You can retain the shape. For example, if you heat it and if you give the shape it requires, it will take that particular shape. But if you require to heat it, otherwise it is not going to change its shape. Liquid, if you consider water or spirit, they do not have their own shape, but when you pour it in a container or when you pour in a bottle, it takes the shape of that container or bottle, and they don't have any shape of them. So air does not have shape of its own. Now what is meant by volume? Volume means what? The place which it acquires or the place which it requires, that is called as volume. Solid has this definite volume. Liquids, it has a specific volume. and gaseous do not have volume at all. So now the heat and the change of the physical state. Now normally if you take an example of the wax, if you heat it, it will get converted. Now wax is present in solid state. If you heat it, it will get converted to liquid. Again after cooling it, again after cooling the wax, you will again get the solid form of it. So this changes goes on continuously. Okay. Now the temperature and the thermometer. We are knowing for measuring the temperature, we use a certain instrument that is called as thermometer. What actually thermometer is, we will see. A specific amount of heat must be gained or lost before the state of the substance can change. Yes, normally there is a temperature increase or temperature decrease when a particular substance changes its state. The change in the physical state is determined by how hot the substance is or how cold it is. Okay, particularly you will understand the temperature how by how hot it is and how cold it is. Now when a substance get heated, it becomes warm and then it becomes hot. Starting only it will not become more hot, earlier it will be warm and later it will get converted into hot. We put our hand or finger in the water to judge how it is, how much hot it is, or still it is warm or not. But when it is boiling, you cannot put your fingers inside, because boiling water or boiling temperature of water is almost 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. So the temperature or the thermometer is used to measure the temperature. Degree Celsius is the unit of measuring the temperature. So which is the instrument used for measuring the temperature? Yes, it is the thermometer. And which is the unit which is used for measuring the temperature? Yes, it is degree Celsius. Nowadays we are having digital thermometers which are particularly used in each and every house. Now they have given you one experiment. They have told you to take one particularly what they have told over here. They have taken a particularly the glass and they have added some ice cubes in it, and later they have taken a thermometer and they have kept it upside down so that the mercury, you can see the red color one, yes, it is the mercury present. Mercury is used to denote the temperature. Okay, so it is present in that thermometer. If you deep inside the thermometer, you will understand the temperature which is almost near to the room temperature, it will go on decreasing. Okay, so why this happen? Always remember one thing, when the substance is cold or when it is freezed, the temperature is always less. Now they have given you certain temperatures. Yes, some examples and the temperatures also. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. The freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Air in the winter night, it is less than 15 degrees Celsius. Air in summer afternoon, it is more than 35 degrees Celsius. Inside fridge, it is less than 5 degrees Celsius. But inside the freezer, the upper side of the freeze, it is less than minus 18. So think how cool or how cold it will be. And our body temperature, everyone's body temperature is approximately equal to 37 degrees Celsius. Now what is meant by boiling? Yes, when you keep the water in the particularly the glass and if you start heating it, you will understand one thing, that it goes on heating slowly. Like first it will be somewhere about 20 degrees Celsius, then it will be 50, and then at a certain stage you can see that the water inside the jar is boiling. What actually this is? Yes, you can see the evaporation process is taking there fast, very fast, and this part or this process is called as boiling of water, or there is another word that is called as ebullition. Okay, so you know that when the water is boiled, there will be evaporation process, and when this evaporation process, the water vapors will go up, later they will start cooling down, there will be the process of condensation. Yes, when water vapor cools and they form into water droplets, it is called as condensation. Condensation of the steam also takes place at 100 degrees Celsius. If the particular steam or the vapors reach up to 100 degrees Celsius, condensation process takes place. Now we will see about the freezing part. Okay, so freezing means what? If you keep the water inside the freezer, or if the temperature surrounding to you is less than 0 degrees Celsius, or it is approximately near to 0 degrees Celsius, the water kept in the freeze or the freezer will also go down, and that particular stage is said to be as the freezing point of water. The temperature of the substance can fall below 0 degrees Celsius, and the temperature of the freezer is somewhere about minus 18 degrees Celsius, and this is also called as the freezing point of water. Okay, what is the various uses of the changes in physical state? What is the use, why we are heating these all things and why we are cooling it? What is the main need? Yes, candles are made by melting the paraffin wax. Solid carbon dioxide is used to make ice cream and to keep it frozen. So the solid carbon dioxide which is present, which is also called as dry ice, it is useful in making sorry, it is also useful in making the ice creams. Liquid nitrogen is used in animal husbandry. If you are doing anything related to animal husbandry, like you are taking care of the domestic animals, if you are looking after the sheep, so the liquid nitrogen which is present, nitrogen is normally in gaseous state, but the liquid form of it is useful in animal husbandry. Sand and silica. Sand means what? It is also called as silica. When it is melted, we are getting glass out of it. Metals like gold, silver are melted, and then we are preparing out the ornaments through it. Okay, so always remember one thing, each substance has a specific boiling point and also condensation point. Same way, each substance has a specific melting point which is same as its freezing point. If suppose water's freezing point is 0 degree Celsius, so melting point will be also 0 degree Celsius. Now they have given you some substances and they have told the freezing point and boiling point of it. Candle, if you take, candle freezing point is 60 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of the candle is 350 degrees Celsius. Plastic, the freezing point is greater than 250 degrees Celsius and boiling point is 954 degrees Celsius. Iron, the freezing point is 1535, that is 1535 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point is 2862 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now the next part is sublimation. What is meant by sublimation? I will just tell you. They have given you one activity, like they have taken the burner, they have taken the lid, and in that they have added some of the iodine particles. Okay. So if you have, and what they have did, they have heated it from down. After some time you can see that those iodine particles are getting collected on the inverted funnel. So why actually this happened, that we will see. Iodine crystals do not melt on heating but directly changes into gaseous state. If you take the iodine, if you heat it, it will not get changed into liquid but it will directly get converted into gases. Same way, some substances, if you heat it, they will directly get converted into the gaseous state instead of getting converted into liquid first. So this process is called as sublimation. The change of a solid substance directly into gas or vapor without changing into liquid is called as sublimation, and that is the reason camphor tablets or naphthalene tablets, if you keep open for longer period of time, they are possessing the property of sublimation, and that's why they evaporates very fast. Okay, the next part of the lesson I will teach you later.